Hello friends, welcome back to Online Math Up. So we're going to be solving this equation right here. So this is 2 power x plus x is equal to 13. And so what is actually going to be the value of x which will satisfy this? If you actually want to solve this by inspection, okay, then we can actually go ahead to check some values. Let's say that if x is equal to, let's say 1, what are we going to be having? And so we'll be having 2 power 1 plus 1, and then of course I want to find out whether this is equal to 13. Okay, so 2 power 1 plus 1, will this be equal to 13? This is of course you see that this is equal to 3, and 3 is not equal to 13. Okay, so what about if we check x to be equal to 2? What are we going to be having? So we have 2 power 2, okay, plus 2, and then we want to find out whether this will be equal to 13, which of course when you go further, this is 4 plus 2. Is this equal to 13? And obviously this is 6, which is not equal to 13. Okay, and then let's check one more. If we check x to be equal to 3, so what we're going to be having is 2 power 3 plus 3, and then would this be equal to 13? If you evaluate this, 2 power 3 is 8 plus 3. Is this equal to 13? Okay, so this is equal to 11. And obviously, you can see that 11 is not equal to 13. Okay, next, let's check one more. If x is equal to 4, what are we going to be having? So we have 2 power 4 plus 4. Will this be equal to 13? Okay, and then 2 power 4 is 16 plus 4. And obviously, this will not be equal to 13. 16 plus 4 is 20, which is not equal to 13. And so for values of x, 1, 2, 3, and 4, none of them is actually going to satisfy this equation. But then you actually see that when x is equal to 3 here, what we had is 11. When we sum this, we had 11. But when our x becomes 4, we had 20. So which actually tells us that if we put all of these together, that the value of x that is actually going to satisfy this will lie between 3, okay, and then between 3 and 4. So this is actually going to be the interval of x that will satisfy this. But the big question will be, how do we go about to solve this problem so that we actually find out the exact value of x which will satisfy this problem? Okay, so just follow through. We're going to be solving that in this video. Okay, so what we have is 2 power x plus x is equal to 13. We're going to be applying an interesting math rule to solve this problem. Okay, so the first step I want to take is actually to move this x to the right hand side. So I'm going to be having 2 power x, okay, is equal to 13, okay, and then minus x. Okay, so this is 2 power x. So moving on, I'm going to divide through by this 2 power x right here. Divide through by 2 power x. The 2 power x divide itself 1, and then divide the denominator 1. So what I have is 1 is equal to 13 minus x divided by 2 power x. Okay, so for clarity's sake and for convenience sake, I'm actually going to be writing this one first. So 13 minus x divided by 2 power x is equal to 1. So what I'm going to do is actually to rewrite this stuff I have here as 13 minus x and then multiply by 2. So when I now bring this one up, I'm going to be writing this as 2 minus x, and this is equal to 1. Okay. The next thing I want to do is actually to find a way to simplify this expression right here to be in the form of a exponential a, because it is actually when it is in this form that I can go ahead to apply the Lambert W function. And when I do that, this function will collapse to a. And so to do that, I just need to simplify this minus x here to be the same with what I have at the base over here. So I can actually go ahead to multiply both sides by 2 power 13. Okay, multiplied by 2 power 13. And then is equal to 1 multiplied by 2 power 13. Okay. And of course, in indices, when you have a power b multiplied by a power c, you can actually write these as a power b plus c. So you can see we've got similar stuff right here. We have the same base over here, so I'm actually going to add the powers. So if I do that, what I'm going to be having is 13 minus x, okay, multiplied by 2 power. I'm going to write this 13 first, and then minus x over here, okay, and this will be equal to 1 multiplied by 2 power 13. I'll be having the same thing as 2 power 13. Okay, so this is cool. You can see apparently I've got the same thing at the power here, and also same is with what I have at the base right there. So, but the next function I need to introduce here is this exponential function. So, and to do that, I'm just going to be making some substitutions. So, in place of 2 power 13 minus x, I'm actually going to be writing exponential natural log of 2 power 13 minus x. And of course, it is still very much the same because exponential of natural log is 1. And then 1 times 2 power 13 minus x gives us the same thing as 2 power 13 minus x. Okay. So in the next step, I'm actually going to be replacing 2 power 13 minus x with exponential natural log of 2 power 13 minus x. Moving on, I'm going to utilize the rule of logarithm. We have natural log of a power b. You can actually write this as b multiplied by the natural log of a. Okay, so I'm going to be utilizing this over here. So that I'm going to be having 13 minus x, okay, multiplied by exponential. This power here is actually going to come down. So I have 13 minus x natural log of 2. Okay, and this will be equal to 2 power 13. Okay, so moving on, you can see that what I have at the exponent here is now different from what I have at the base here. So in order for them to be the same, I'm actually going to multiply through by this natural log of 2. So if I do that, I'm going to be having 13 minus x, and then multiply by this natural log of 2. Okay, exponential 13 minus x multiplied by the natural log of 2 is equal to 2 power 13 multiplied by the natural log of 2. And obviously you can see that what I have at the exponent here is the same with what I have at the base here. So I can actually go ahead to apply the Lambert W function. So I'm going to have Lambert W function of 13 minus x. Okay, let me put this block bracket. Multiply by the natural log of 2 exponential 13 minus x multiplied by the natural log of 2. It's equal to the Lambert W function of 2 power 13 here is 8192. Okay, multiplied by natural log of 2. Okay, so moving on, this whole thing is actually going to collapse to 13 minus x multiplied by the natural log of 2, and is equal to the Lambert W function of 8192 natural log of 2. Okay, so this is what I have. Natural log of 2. This is natural log of 2. Divide through by this natural log of 2 so that I can make this x the coefficient. So this is divided by the natural log of 2. When this cancels this, what I'm going to be having is 13 minus x is equal to the Lambert W function of 8192 multiplied by the natural log of 2, and all divided by the natural log of 2. When I move this x to the right hand side and then move this one to the left hand side, what I'm going to be having as the value of x will be 13 minus Lambert W function of 8192 multiplied by the natural log of 2. Okay, and then divided by the natural log of 2. Okay, so moving on, we can actually go over to wolframalpha.com to compute this function right here. And when you do that, you actually see that this will give you 9.7192. Okay, so that when you subtract this 9.7192 from 13, what you're going to be having is 3.2808. And this is actually going to be the value of x. And so what we just do is to go ahead to confirm whether 3.2808 satisfy the problem we just saw. But first, even by inspection, you can see that it can actually be the problem because we saw that the value of x is actually going to lie between 3 and then 4. So it actually satisfied this condition. So moving further to check whether it will satisfy this equation, so we can just go ahead to replace replace x with 3.2808. So what we're going to be having is 2 power 3.2808 and then plus 3.2808. So what one of those is to find out whether this will be equal to 13. 2 power 3.2808 will give you equal to 9.7189. Okay, so if we add it to 3.2808, would this be equal to 13? Okay, and of course, these are just approximated values. So when you sum all of this, what you're going to be having is 12.999.7. Okay, so this is just an approximate value. And of course, you can see that this is just congruent to 13. So that is to show that it does satisfy the problem we just solved. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and then turn on the notification icon so that you will always get notified each time we release new content. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.